Started last night at the camping show.
Oh, okay. How
We
did it
just had
go?
one show last night, and we'll have two today at 3:30 and 9:30, and two Saturday.
Okay, sounds good. What are the times on Saturday?
The same, 3:30 and 9:30.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
All right. How'd things go last night? Pretty good for you?
just fine. Yeah, we played the camping show last year, and we only did 2 days last year, and so they asked me to come back again this year. So I was very pleased.
Okay, sounds good. Now, I'm sure that this next question, you've probably been asked this quite a bit, but how did you get your start in music?
Well, I started out in my hometown of Atlanta, Georgia, doing various amateur shows and, talent contests, and then I got on a local TV show, and we moved to Augusta, Georgia, and I was doing some stuff with a DJ down there who would always take me when any act came into town to do a show. He would always take me over and ask them if they'd listen to me sing and what have you. So Red Foley came to town to do a show, and we made another trip over, and Red was kind enough to listen to me. And at that time, he had the TV show, network TV show, Ozark Jubilee, coming out of Springfield, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
So he asked me if I'd like to go and be a regular on the Jubilee. So I did, and from that show evolved my contract with Decca Records, which is now MCA Records, whom I'm still affiliated with, and went on to do various TV shows like Perry Como and Steve Allen and Ed Sullivan, etc., and that's about the way it started.
All right. Now, back in those early days, you were more or less well, how would you describe it, a crossover, because your songs were very big on the pop charts, too, as well, right?
Yeah, at first they termed me rockabilly, and then they termed me rock and roll, then they termed me pop, and now I'm back country, which is what I thought I was all the time.
All right, sounds good. Now, you have an album that you just did recently with Chris Christopherson and Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton. How's that been doing for you?
It's #8 with a Super Bullet this week, so it's doing fine, and my next single will be out of the album. It will be with Willie. It's called You're Gonna Love Yourself in the Morning.
All right. Now, what was that like working with those three?
Oh, well, it was great. I've known all of them since... Well, I've known Willie since I was 11, and I've known Chris since about 1966, and I've known Dolly about 18 years. So we go back a long way.
All right. Now, in fact, all three of these three people with you on this album, Chris and Willie and Dolly, all have been dabbling in the movies here recently. Do you ever thought about doing anything like that?
Oh, maybe one day. My singing keeps me pretty busy right now, and my family, and I have 2 daughters. My oldest girl has just started college in pre-med, and I've got a 14-year-old. So until I can get them up and, in school and whatever, I want to be at home more, and movies just demand a lot of your time. So if it's meant to be, it'll happen, and if not, I'm not going to worry about it.
All right. Well, that's a good attitude. I like that. So to see people in the music business that want to spend time with their families and whatnot.
Well, I love my kids and my husband, and I tell you, you have to work at anything, and you can't be gone all the time and hold together a family life. So that's important to me too. And thanks to all my fans out there, they've let me have the best of both worlds. So I appreciate it.
Well, that's great. What was your biggest hit that you ever had, Brenda? Do you remember?
Well, the one that sold the most single records was I'm Sorry, and to date it's sold 8 million.
Wow, that's great. Okay, what were you going to say something?
No, I was just going to say it was the biggest selling single. Although I had other million sellers, it sold more than any other one.
All righty. Now, Brenda, recently on the country charts especially, that's the music has gone through quite a change in the last 5 to 10 years here, where people are starting to put synthesizers in it and jazzing it up quite a bit and everything. Do you like that in the country music, or do you think it should go back to the way it was back 10, 15 years ago?
Well, I think country music ought to be what it is. I think it ought to be country music. And, I think the fans will stand, and you jocks, I think y'all will stand for just enough, and then you'll rebel, and then we'll get our music back again. it's okay for change, but I don't think you should change a form of music that's definitely proven itself through the years. All country music is it's like the heartbeat of America. It's the problems, the however bad or good they might be that people face each day. It's the honesty in it. And when you start taking that out and putting a lot of artificial things in it that don't belong, people are not going to stand for it.
Okay, that's interesting. When you, kind of on that same subject, when you before you had made your first record and then became big and everything, who were some of the people that you looked up to and liked to listen to a lot?
Well, when I was little, living in Georgia, we didn't have television or anything. My father couldn't afford that. So the main music that I heard was through the church, gospel music. And my mother used to sing me Hank Williams songs. So that was the music that I heard till, I started singing on the TV shows and hearing other people, and after I got a TV and radio and all of that. So I really wasn't subjected to a whole lot of people,
All righty. And Brenda, what do you see in the future for yourself now? What are you going to be working at?
Oh, I'm going to be working possibly on a book, and we're working on some things for 84, and I've been producing. I'm trying my hand at producing for the first time, and kind of enjoying. I'll be working on a new record for me, and a duet with Lee Greenwood, and which I'm very excited about.
That sounds interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and then I work a lot with charities. I do a lot of work with charity foundations, raising my kids and being a mother, and that'll keep me busy enough, I reckon.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up here with a plug once again for this weekend. Now, you're down at the Minneapolis Auditorium, the Vacation Camping and Touring Show, and the times for the shows for tonight and tomorrow night are what again?
3:30 and 9:30.
All right. Sounds good. Well, Brenda, thanks for taking some time out to chat with us today, and lots of luck to you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye.